Assalamu alaikum students, I am Amir Hamza here with another video tutorial from Amir Hamza Biology. Before watching this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for new notifications. Today I will discuss what is endocrine system. Actually, we know that different parts of the body of the living organism uh, communicate with different other parts of the body. And so how this communication take place, actually there are two main communication systems which are present inside the human bodies or living bodies. The first one is the first main communication system is nervous system, whose basic functional unit is neuron. On the other hand, the second major system that plays an important role in the integration of different parts of the body with each other are communication of different parts of the body with each other, that is endocrine system, which take place or which causes the communication with the help of certain kind of chemicals known as hormones. So what are hormones? Actually, hormones are specialized chemical compounds, and they have chemical nature, and they are released by specialized gland known as endocrine gland, and they are released into the extracellular fluid from the endocrine gland, from where they are transported to the blood capillaries, and from blood capillaries they are transported with the help of blood to different sites inside the body, where they bind with a specific specific acceptors or receptors of these chemicals, and what happens there, they generate a cellular response. So hormones are chemical compounds released into the blood in small amounts and transported by the circulatory system through the body to distant target cells, where they initiate physiological response. Physiological response is any response or any change which take place inside the cell in response to a specific chemical stimulus. So I am moving towards the next article, that is what is difference between endocrine and the exocrine gland. It is an interesting, most of the people don't know what is the main difference between the endocrine gland and the exocrine gland. So let's discuss what is the main difference between the endocrine gland and the exocrine gland. Let's discuss first exocrine gland. Here he mentioned the spelling of the exocrine gland. He misspelled the exocrine gland, so ignore it please. Here you can see this, these are secretory cells, and they produce secretion, and after when they produce secretion or hormones, and they secrete them into the lumen, and from where they are transported. Actually this lumen is like a duct, so we can say exocrine gland are specifically um, and exocrine gland have a specific duct for transporting of different chemical to a specific site. On the other hand, here you can see this is an endocrine gland, and these are the secretory cells. They heap up together, and they don't have any duct, they don't have an arrangement, and they don't have that kind of arrangement where a duct forms as in case of exocrine gland. So we can say in case of endocrine gland there is no duct formation. So when there is no duct formation, how hormones are transported? Actually uh, from these secretory cells, they are excreted into the extracellular fluid, which is marked by white line. Here you can see this is white line. Then we can say that this line is specifically extracellular fluid. So from secretory cells, hormones are transported into the extracellular fluid, from where they are absorbed into the blood capillaries, and from blood capillaries, with the help of transportation of the blood or blood movement, they are transported to different sites inside the body, from where they have specific receptor molecules at the surface of the cell. These chemical messengers or hormones bind with those specific receptors, and what happens, they generate a physiological response there. So here is the summary of the endocrine gland and the exocrine gland. And what is the endocrine gland? Actually, endocrine gland are small, well-vascularized, ductless glands. As I already mentioned, there are no ducts inside the endocrine gland. Here you can see in the figure there are no ducts inside the endocrine gland, and so these are ductless gland and composed of a group of cells arranged in cords or plates. Here these form, here you can see, and these are plate like structures. Somehow you can say these are cords or plate like structures. So they don't have any ducts, and their only connection with the rest of the body is by blood. On the other hand, exocrine gland. Exocrine gland have ducts for discharging their secretion into a free surface. There are certain kind examples of the exocrine glands, such as sweat glands, skin salivary glands, and various enzyme secreting gland lining the walls of the stomach and intestine. The examples of the endocrine gland I forget to mention here, so you can write by yourself. For example, one of the example of the endocrine gland is, the example of the endocrine gland is hypothalamus, pituitary, uh, thyroid gland, and many other glands such as testes, ovaries, etc. So if you have any question till now, you can ask me in the comment section, and thank you for watching my video.